Hey X-Dancers, Anthony and Rose. Today we're doing some pretty cool West Coast swing. We get a lot of requests here lately for West Coast swing, so we've got this pretty cool pattern you guys will like. It's kind of intermediate to advanced. We really like those. This one is new for us, so this is a new one that we really like. So stick around. We're going to demonstrate the pattern and then we're going to break it down for you. All right, before we demonstrate the pattern, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you have been here before and you haven't subscribed yet, you're in deep doo-doo. So, because right down here, there's a button that says subscribe. You hit that button and then you'll know when something awesome has happened on the channel. And if you're new, you're welcome to subscribe too. We post a lot of two-step, a lot of West Coast swing, all of the country dances.
And also hit that cute little bell so you'll be notified whenever our videos come up.
Ring us. All right, so we're going to demonstrate the pattern and then we're going to break it down for you. So we're going to start in a basic open position and we're going to dance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. We're going to hold that and we're going to walk, triple step, anchor in place. So we'll show you that one more time, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and hold, and walk, triple step, anchor in place. All right, so in breaking this down, we're gonna make certain assumptions. And the biggest assumption that we're gonna make is that you guys understand a 6 and 8 count pattern difference. Now there's a video here about 8 count secrets, and so watch that one first before you do this, because this kind of branches off of some of those concepts. Okay, so we're gonna start in an open position. Now we're gonna break this down leaders and followers part, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring her in as if we're doing a whip pattern. We're going to bring her in for 1, we're going to rotate and we're going to switch to that right hand. So what I've done here is I've basically led her in and given her what we call a J hook that actually in between count 1 and 2, I'm going to give her a rotation. So I'm kind of moving off to the side just a little bit and slightly back for 1, and in between counts 1 and 2, I'm going to be stepping forward and around her as I switch to the right hand. Now if you look at my right hand is over top at this point. All right, so what we're going to be doing from that is once we get to that hand, we're going to be giving her a little bit of a stop because we have to lead her like in a basic whip pattern. If you watch her footwork, she's doing forward, side, back together, forward. Now we're going to be leading her to do that. When we're in a whip pattern, we have our hand on her back so we can actually connect with her and ask her to come forward. We don't have our hand on her back in this one, right? So in a whip pattern, we put her hand on her back and then we say, now you come forward. We have to lead her to do that, but all we have is our right hand. So we're gonna be leading her forward, give her that J hook over top, and then from that point, we allow her to go back together, and then we're gonna bring her forward. That is not my footwork, but what we're doing with the hand is we're allowing her to go back together, and we're actually gonna be taking her forward with that right hand. So we're gonna have 1, 2. Now from this point, as she's going back, I'm gonna go ronde for 3 and 4. From that point, as I'm circling around, I still have that right hand. Let me show you that again from this side. We're gonna take our right hand over top for 1, 2, and then from there we're gonna go and 3, 4. Now if you notice I have my right hand, I'm still connected to that, and what I'm doing to lead her around is I'm gonna be rotating my shoulders, which is how she circles around. But first things first, we're gonna bring her to that position with our right hand, and while we're doing our footwork, we have to take her back together forward. There's a little bit of, hey, come back at that point, because if we don't do that, if I don't lead her back that way, she's just gonna continue to move in that direction. So what we really have to think about doing with that lead is leading her to there, stopping her and bringing her back. Okay, so we're not doing it exactly like that, but that's the feeling that we need to be giving her. All right, so let's talk about the leader's footwork. I think I miscounted that a little bit a minute ago, but I'm gonna go 1, 2, I'm gonna ronde for 3, and then I'm gonna go and 4. All right, so the weight change happens on 1, 2, we're skipping over 3, we weight change for and 4. So leader's footwork again is 1, 2, ronde for 3 and 4. Now what's happening is I'm bringing that hand down so that she's connected to me here, keeping the left hand up so that she's underneath, and then I'm gonna start rotating my shoulder. So I want you guys to watch that together. So we're gonna lead her for 1, 2, and then we're connect with her for 3 and bringing her back as we step around. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now here I've got that connection, and from here I'm going to start rotating my shoulders, which brings her around. I bring the hand down, up and over, and basically place it onto her shoulder. All right, so let's talk about what the followers should be doing, what they should be feeling on their end, okay? So we've talked about the leader's part. He's coming around, he's switching hands, and he gets to this place, and now what happens, all right?
Okay, so ladies, at this part, you're gonna feel him rotate his body, and it's gonna be very tempting to wanna come in towards him, but that makes this a little bit small, and the connection is just a little weird. So make sure that you're maintaining that opposition, kind of like Ring Around the Rosie, where you're like, dear God, don't let go, because I'm gonna go flying. You wanna keep your body in an opposition position from your partner to get that feeling so you can use that weight to bring you around.
Yeah, so if we talk about that ring around the rosy, you guys probably did this when you were a kid. If we were leaning away from each other and then we've got this opposition, if one of us lets go, we both fly away from each other, okay? But the point that she's making is that you have to have that opposition. It's not just a straight pull. There's also opposition happening at the other end.
Yeah.
So if we're bringing her into this place and then we lead her for that back together forward, when we come around, guys, we're rotating our shoulders, but she needs to be moving kind of away from us at that point. Yeah, and then we bring the hand up and over. All right, so not only am I leading her to go back together forward and then rotating your body, but what she's kind of feeling is this is kind of leaning away from him, not just being pulled towards him, okay? Now the rotation of body, I mean, you only have so much arm. You're not gonna get too far away without disconnecting from each other. But so when she comes through, you've got to connect in opposition to this point and feel this going around, right? So you're kind of circling around him as you're pulling through, okay? So let's talk about the follower's footwork. Now that we've talked about that, the thing I'll say here is that is what's important in this.
Yes.
The footwork, I mean, it's not like it's not important at all, but that connection is far more important than what you do with your feet, because if your feet are wrong, you fix them, right?
Yeah.
But the connection itself, the partnership is what is always important, okay? So if we talk about her footwork, she's going forward, side, back together, forward, and then it's run, 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 over and stay. Once we've gotten to this point, you know, we told you guys earlier to kind of hang out here. I mean, you could do any number of things. So you can bump and bump, you know, whatever you guys want to do. But we're just going to hold and chill there for a couple counts. Whatever you want to do during that period of time is fine. And then we're going to lead her out of this with an and one. So we're placing her onto her left foot for and 1, 2, free spin for triple step, and then we have our basic anchor in place. Okay, so if we talk this through one piece at a time, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, run, 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 over, hold, groove, whatever you do, and it's a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now if you guys have questions about this pattern, I know this one's a little more complicated. Now this is an intermediate, kind of more of an advanced pattern, and so if you have just basic questions or whatever, we suggest going back to those basic videos where we cover those things first, okay? But if you're at the point where this makes sense, and if you have questions, specific things about this, definitely leave some questions down below. And by the way, we want to know what you guys want to see. You know, we post a lot of two-step, a lot of West Coast swing, we post some cha-cha, some waltz. What do you guys want to see more of? So let us know that, because we're building this channel for you. We don't get paid to do this, by the way. This costs us far more money than what, you know, we get from any advertising dollars. So we really want to do this because we are trying to make country dancing great again is what we're trying to do. So we really want to put everything that you guys want to see and what can we be the most helpful for you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and then we'll see you guys the next time.
Bye.